Hello, you're listening to Over the Oxo podcast with Tracy Cole for all things to do with the mind for equestrians.
Welcome to this week's podcast episode. It's really lovely to have you with me. How are you doing? How's your riding going? How's your competing going? How are you doing generally? And if you've got something specific that you would like me to talk about, you're always welcome to send me an email or comment. If the platform that you're listening on has comments available, just let me know and maybe I can get an episode out just for you. I also want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been listening and downloading. I do get the data for the downloads. I just get the listens, I just get the numbers, but for the downloads, I actually get the countries, and it's always so fascinating. So let's have a quick rundown before I talk about today's topic. So top is United Kingdom with 39% of the downloads, and second is Japan. So hello to Japan. Then we've got Singapore. Then we've got United States, Canada, New Zealand, Ireland, Australia, Mexico, Spain, India, Belgium, Brazil. We have got Syria. We have got the UAE, Colombia, Greece, Hong Kong, Netherlands, Pakistan, Sweden, Uzbekistan, Vietnam, and South Africa. Oh, and I've also got, hang on, what's that one round at the bottom? The Palestinian territory. Okay, so thank you so much to everyone who is listening and everyone who's downloading. And you might be in a country that wasn't mentioned, but it's because you're listening and not downloading. And that's absolutely fine too. No problem at all. Really, really love to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me. So today I want to tell you a little bit about a brand new course. It's not going to be an advert, it's just to let you know, because as a special thank you to people who listen to the podcast, I'm going to give you a huge 50% discount. Yes, 50% discount. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it and a little bit about how to get the discount. So it's a very exciting new way of mindset. So if you've ever looked into learning some NLP or timeline therapy or NLP coaching or hypnotherapy, then you might have noticed two things. It can feel like learning a lot of jargon. And the second thing, lots of the courses run over consecutive days. So depending on how many certificates they are, it could be 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, and so on. And so it's a lot to cram in, which means that if you've got a brain a bit like mine and it's a bit leaky, then you forget a lot of it. So in previous years, and also in this year, actually, I'm still doing the same thing, but I have decided to put it into weekly training sessions. So, in the meantime, between sessions, people are able to come and say, that thing that you said last week, could you just explain it again? Or I tried that technique and this happened and this didn't happen. And, so I get people able to give me real time updates of what's going on, and I can change the training, I can change the emphasis, the priorities and so on, week on week. So that's still available, and that's starting the 7th of September. That's Monday afternoons. That's 1:30 to 5 o'clock UK time, or you can listen to the recordings. But I've also created a brand new way of learning, because not everybody wants to watch a whole afternoon's worth of NLP week on week on week. So I wanted something that was even more flexible, a way to learn about all of these 4 certifications, and you can do it. And I have designed it to fit around busy schedules, busy lives, because you might want to learn first thing in the morning. You might want to get up 15 minutes earlier and do a little bit of NLP. Or you might want to learn later in the evening when you sit down you've done all the work for the day, you've had your evening meal, you might want to just do 15 minutes, 20 minutes in the evening. Personally, I love doing learning on a Sunday. That's just me. I really like Sundays for learning, sometimes Saturday mornings. So it doesn't necessarily fit around conventional NLP or other courses. So what I've designed it to do is they're all uploaded onto a learning platform, and then you can learn, you can watch, you can rewatch the short videos, you can practice on yourself, you can watch real life demos. I'll talk a little bit about those in a second because I'm quite excited about those. And you can start to become an NLPer or a timeline therapyer or a hypnotherapy. And people will say, okay, well, that's fine. Then I know it in theory. What about doing it in practice? Well, this is so important as well. So I'm going to have practice days. They'll be on Zoom. And there's also, ways around this if you can't make the practice days too. But I don't want to overload you with information at the moment. But I'm so excited. So first of all, you'll learn. You'll get these short, bite-sized videos, about 10 minutes, 20 minutes max. No jargon, no overload, just clear, practical. Sometimes it comes with stories about, what I've experienced myself, and you can digest it over a cup of tea, cup of coffee, between appointments, when you're waiting for the farrier. And then, you can watch a demonstration of me using it. Now, these are unscripted client sessions. So this isn't me with somebody who knows NLP or someone who knows the script or has a script in front of them. They're giving me real life responses. So I'm carrying out the technique that I would have described in the previous video, and I'm going in cold and I'm going through the technique with the person. And I think that is so useful, rather than when you watch a lot of NLP, hypnotherapy, timeline demonstrations, they're very polished. There's a lot of role play. There's a lot of preparing the person playing the client and saying, look, I want you to just say this. I want you to say that everything's brilliant. I want you to say this and say that. There's none of that. So the clients have never done the technique before. They don't know the technique. So it's a real life situation. So you'll see me on the demos doing it live. And then the third is the practice, and we're going to jump onto interactive Zoom practice days. This is not an assessment. This is learning. This is having fun. This is having a giggle. This is a way that I can be totally supportive of what you're doing. It's zero stress. You can ask questions and you can start to build your confidence so that when you graduate, you feel good enough that you can go into any client session and you'll be absolutely fine. So you walk away with 4 certifications: NLP practitioner, timeline therapy, a word about that in just a second, NLP coach, and modern hypnotherapy. Plus there's a bonus certification of the transformation coach certification, which is given by the board, the NLPEA. Now, just a word about timeline therapy. Lots of trainers are tweaking, changing, calling timeline therapy something else, because you have to be a member of the Timeline Therapy Association to be able to teach it. And some people don't want to be a member of the Timeline Therapy Association, and so they've changed timeline. And in some cases, not in all cases, but in some cases, they've diluted it. And I've had people come to me after they've done one of these courses and been blown away by what the real timeline therapy really is all about. And it's about getting rid of negative emotions, limiting beliefs, limiting decisions, stress, lack of self-esteem, lack of self-confidence, anxiety, depression. We touch on trauma. It's not all about trauma though. And we also talk about the future. It's not all about bad stuff. It's about looking towards the future and also goal setting so that goals actually happen. So you could join as an equestrian who just wants to get their own mindset sorted. You could join as somebody who wants to do some mindset as a side business to whatever you're currently doing, as an add-on at weekends or, in the evenings. Or maybe you want to become an NLP or mindset coach yourself. And you can do that with these qualifications. If you just want the personal growth, you don't have to do the client practice days necessarily, and you can become an associate. So it's very, very flexible. It's lots and lots of fun. I've had so much fun setting it all up. I'm almost at the end. I'm ahead though of anyone that signs up today. And it's very, very real world, and it's helping people, which I love to do. So now I want to tell you a little bit about the 50% off, okay? Because I think that is quite a big chunky discount, and it's a little thank you for listening. So the 50% discount runs from the day that this podcast comes out until the 1st of September 2026. Let me tell you a little bit about it. You can pay in one go for the training if you want to do it that way and get your 50% off. Or maybe you want to pay monthly for 12 months. So if you wanted to pay monthly, which is what the majority of people do, you pay every month. I set it up on PayPal and it would be £85 per month, and I should have done that as dollars. Let me just type in really, really quickly. What is £85 in US dollars? Because that's a more international currency. So it is the equivalent of about $113. So 113 US dollars. Obviously that amount is going to fluctuate. I'll keep the pounds constant. It's £85, but it gives you a bit of an idea of how much it is more internationally. And of course, you're very free to learn internationally because it's so flexible. It doesn't matter what time of day that you're logging on to learn. And the practice days, that's all on the website. So I'm going to put more information in terms of the website and the discount code and my contact details. If you want to just have a no obligation to book, no pressure to book type of chat with me about it all, you can do. And I really look forward to hearing from you. And if there's anything particular you want to know, just let me know. Just pop me an email. I'm really thrilled that I've managed to get this out, and I really, really hope you enjoy it. Fully supported. I'm always able to hop onto a quick Zoom call or just answer your questions by email or WhatsApp. Oh, I think I'm wittering. Now, but I am very, very excited about it. So please contact me. Join me if you can. It'd be lovely to see you. You take care, and I'll see you again next time for a really special podcast. We've got some great guests coming up. I've recorded so many guest interviews. I can't wait to have those out. Take care. See you soon.